Hello, Pachinko guys and gals. This is Dan from Magic Pachinko Restorations with another short video of a vintage Pachinko machine. We're up over 300 subscribers. That's great. I love it. Keep subscribing, keep the questions coming, and visit magicpachinkorestorations.com. Everything, lots of information there on vintage Pachinkos. Today we're going to showcase a 1974 Model A Nishijin. This is, I believe, the last year they made the Model A's was in '74. I think they switched to Model B's in '74, '75. And it's obvious on the back. If I remember, I'll try to point some things out that you, even if you don't know the date, you would know this is one of the newer Model A's, if you will, because of the way they built it. So, complete restoration. This was the play field on this one was pretty worn, and a lot of water staining. You can see this is all water staining from moisture getting in and staining this part of the paper. My guess is this was one of the ones that they probably took out in the parking lot and used a pressure washer on. That's what I was told. To clean them, they just took them out in the parking lot and hit them with a pressure washer, and obviously it forced a lot of water behind the clear coat and stained the paper. So that all got replaced. Everything obviously gets taken off, gets cleaned. I put new spinners on it. I resilvered these pieces. I put new crown stickers on. Made it look real pretty. Redid the wooden frame. This is red mahogany. It's just gorgeous wood. It just doesn't look that good after it's been sitting around for 40 years and accumulating dirt and grime. So, okay, now I'm going to remember this, although it's hard to see. But this piece right here, this brown piece, it goes from here to here. It's all one piece, and then these pieces are mounted to it. The older Model A's didn't have that piece, and these pieces were mounted to the board individually. A little tougher to tear apart and rebuild. This made it a lot easier to mount it all on this one piece of plastic. So cleaned up real nice. Everything worked. The only thing I had to do on the wiring harness is the yellow wire had come out. Very typical. The soldering was not good back then, so I always check it to make sure everything's good. Replace the bulbs with 12 volt because I include a 12 volt power supply on all my restores. So we'll plug this in and plug it into the wall, and right now the light comes on. The reason that light comes on is because there are no Pachinko balls in the machine at all right now. So this switch right here, this leaf switch, is being made, if you will. When you put balls in, the weight shift lifts up on this and would turn that light off. Okay. So the one thing you have to be real careful with on a Model A is right over here it says, there's a little sticker, it says shut and open. And this little piece of wire is up, meaning shut. If you push down, it goes into the open position. So if you were to look under this cover, and right in here there's two brass fingers, and when it's shut, the brass fingers are down in here, so the balls run through, they fill up the jackpot tray and then stop and in the shut position. And then when the jackpot pays out, the jackpot tray tips this way, lets the balls out onto this white piece and out the front of the machine. If you want to empty all the balls out of the machine, that's when you would push down, and then it lifts those fingers out of the way. They travel down, go into this chute, and go down into where I've got this plastic bucket. Now, you will need something in here. This is a recycler, so balls stay in the machine, but it's always good to have something here, a little box or whatever. This is a prototype that a friend of mine made on a 3D printer, but you need something that'll fit right in here because the balls will exit out of that chute if you ever decide to empty the machine. Okay, and then the other thing you want to make sure of is this is the seesaw right in here, this white piece of plastic. You want to make sure it's tipped back. There's a wire right here. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but there's a wire there. When it tips forward, it makes this leaf switch, turns the jackpot light on. Okay, so you want to make sure it starts tipped back. You want to make sure this is shut, and then just to be safe, start with a handful of balls. Initially, they will run out of the top hopper and down into the middle hopper until the middle hopper has enough balls in it. And then there's a weight shift down in here that will close this and keep the balls up in here. So we'll fill this up now. And once you've got enough balls in here, this goes up and turns the light off. So occasionally, when the losing balls come in here and refill this tray. But occasionally, if you win a lot, you're going to need some more balls in this tray. And what'll happen is this. It'll let more balls in. So while you're playing, you may hear that noise that means it's just dropping balls from here to here. It's nothing to worry about. So we're set. We're ready to go. The seesaw is back this way. This tray's full. This tray's got enough in it. So the rest of the balls go up in here. Now this particular machine has 3 tulips, 2 pay pockets, and then your center attractions. And this center attraction, if a ball goes in and goes straight, it'll drop down and open this tulip. If a ball gets into the center attraction and stays on the left side, it will open this tulip. And if it goes down and stays on the right side, it'll open this tulip. Obviously, when the tulips are open, they're a much larger target. They're easier to hit, meaning easier to get a ball into than they are when they're closed. So the longer the tulips stay open, the better it is for the player. The first time that you attempt to launch a ball, when you're setting your machine up, it doesn't launch a ball, so don't worry about that. It's the second launch that will actually launch a ball. So we'll just launch some and see how we make out. Okay, so twice I got a ball in here, and it went into this area. It stayed in the middle and dropped down through. One time it went off to the left and opened this tulip. Now you notice that one ball got stuck up in there. This is the one reason why, this is a brand new sheet of plexiglass, but it's one of the reasons why I don't like plexiglass, because plexiglass just doesn't lay up against the nails like it should. There's a little too much gap in there. But if a ball just gets hung up, all you do is tap it, and it's going to go on its way. So now we've got a couple of tulips open. We should be able to get a couple more wins. Wow. So the winning ball will drop down into this tray. The jackpot prize will stay in this tray for you to keep playing. If you do let this back up, then the winning balls will start to drop down into the bottom tray. Eventually, if you don't recycle these balls, in other words, take them out of here and bring them and put them back up here, your red light is going to come on and let you know that you need to do that. You can just press back on this. And then just take a handful and go right up over the top, and they're going to go right into the feed tray. And then you just keep playing. So there you have it. I hope you enjoy it for many years to come. Thanks.